Changing gears right now, let's check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Heggen. And whoo, today was a bit of a soaker.
Yeah, we've been waiting on this rain, talked about it all last week, and it arrived yesterday pretty much on schedule, and it's going to continue for a couple more days, so keep the umbrella handy, the rain jacket as well, all the wet weather accessories, including some extra time on the roads whenever you're going to be traveling anywhere. Kind of ominous looking clouds as we look out over downtown San Francisco as the sun is now down, so the clouds look worse than they are. We're in a little break from the rain downtown. The amount that's added up is variable. Showed you a lot of spots around the Bay Area about 10 minutes ago. I'm going to fill in some other gaps around the region. Just over a ½ inch of rain for Santa Clara. Down the peninsula, Palo Alto getting over 3/4 inch of rain since the rain started yesterday. On the higher end of things, Pacifica and Richmond, almost 1.5 inches of rain and almost 2 inches of rain already in San Rafael. And we are not done with this weather pattern. The big picture changes are going to reinforce the rain that has already been moving through over the past 24 to 36 hours. More often on showers in the forecast tonight and tomorrow. It's not going to be an all-day washout on Tuesday, but it is going to be a challenging day to try to get anything done because the showers are going to be with us throughout the day, just intermittent. And then a wave of more widespread and heavier rain is going to move in Tuesday night into Wednesday as the second in this parade of storm systems is going to be sending that wave of heavier rain towards us. Right now, we have the heaviest rain that's making its way through inland parts of the East Bay, and the Santa Clara Valley was coming down at a good clip in San Jose within about the past 10 to 15 minutes, and some spottier showers for the North Bay. Not a lot lining up offshore, but again, these intermittent off and on rain showers are going to be with us as we head through the rest of tonight. Futurecast shows that, and it shows the off and on showers throughout the day tomorrow. So we're going to see the rain taking breaks every once in a while, but as we freeze the maps at noon, you can see there are still going to be some pockets of rain, including some locally heavy downpours that won't last all that long tomorrow. But I would anticipate wet roads whenever you're going to be out and about trying to run some last minute holiday errands or just trying to get to and from work in the morning. But then that more widespread rain is going to be moving in Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. This is when we could see some localized flooding issues. I don't think significant flooding is going to be a concern, but if there are leaves clogging into the storm drains, this is when we would see some maybe minor flooding on some roads Wednesday morning through about midday before that rain starts to pull a little bit farther down to the south. So how much additional rain are we talking about? This is the estimate on top of what we have already received from the Weather Prediction Center, just over 1 inch in some of the rain shadowed locations, but that's a significant amount of rain. We're talking about just the course of 48 hours or so. From the high end of things, over 3 inches of rain possible, some of the North Bay Mountains and the Santa Cruz Mountains, but in general, 2 to 3 inches of total rainfall will be the upper limit of what we add up on top of what has already fallen for most communities around the Bay Area. Of course, the cloud cover is going to take a significant chunk out of our solar electricity generation, but again, some breaks in the cloud cover tomorrow will allow at least a little bit of sunshine to sneak through. Overcast skies, that's the lowest numbers I've seen for the solar electricity output on Wednesday since we started doing this several months ago. Looking outside right now from Salesforce Tower, a lot of that low-hanging cloud cover. It's a cool view right now. The water actually isn't too disturbed. We haven't had a whole lot of wind with this system. Temperatures are in the upper 50s and low 60s, and those numbers are not going to change very much at all as we head through the rest of tonight. Temperatures dropping down into the 50s pretty much across the board by early on Tuesday morning. So that's significantly above normal. And despite the clouds, despite the showers, we're still going to warm up. Temperatures are going to climb up to 6 or 7 degrees above normal in between those off and on showers. Up into the mid 60s in the Santa Clara Valley, 66 in San Jose, one of the warm spots. Also in the mid 60s down the peninsula in Redwood City. Inland in the East Bay, mostly in the mid 60s as well. Not much variation. Along the coast, you'll be the cool spot in Half Moon Bay and Pacifica, right around 60 degrees, but low 60s in San Francisco. And temperatures in the North Bay maybe a little bit cooler. 59 degrees will actually be the cool spot in Petaluma, just short of actually hitting 60, but 58 is the average high temperature for most of the Bay Area this time of year. So the fact that we're all going to be above that, that's saying something considering all the clouds that we're going to have in place. So let's take a look at the 7-day forecast, and it's another scenario where we don't have to really narrow things down by specific microclimates. So this is the forecast for the entire Bay Area. Temperatures are going to remain mild. We have the unsettled weather continuing for the next few days, dwindling down to some showers on Thursday, and then we dry it out in time for Christmas weekend. Temperatures are going to be cooler, mostly topping out in the upper 50s, but still for the fact that we're coming up on Christmas, the temperatures are going to be running in the 60s the rest of this week. And finally, once we dry out, you can get some outdoor stuff done before the holiday arrives.
All right.